Good morning, students. So, in previous session we had discussed about the different uses of can and could, and in this session we will be looking at all the different uses of may and might. May and might. Okay. I hope that you all must be familiar with the uses of may and might. You all must have already learned about them in your previous classes. Okay, and at the same time you all must have been making use of may and might. Okay, must be able to frame sentences, must be able to use them in your spoken English, in your compositions, in your later writing masses, notice anything that you may be writing, anything that you may be speaking, you may be frequently using these models may and might. Okay, but the objective of conducting this session is that to make you all aware about the correct and appropriate uses of these two so-called models of English language. Okay, so let us start with the modal may. Okay, it is most commonly used model, most commonly used word of English language. Okay, and it is most commonly used for seeking permission, for taking permission. Okay, and it is rather formal. When we make use of the word may, make use of the modal may for taking permission, our language becomes rather formal than can, could or might. Okay, that is why it is most commonly used for making request or for taking permission. Like, may I come in, sir? May I take your notebook for a day, for a while? May I visit you tomorrow? May I go for a morning walk? May I accompany you to the market? May I take your pen for a moment? May I take your seat? May I sit down here with you? Okay, this is how sentences from may are framed. Okay, for taking permission, for seeking permission, this is how we have to make sentences, right? And when we make use of may, what happens? Our sentences become rather formal in use. Okay, and the next use of may is to express a desire, to express a wish. Like, may you have a long life, may you have a happy journey. Okay, may you score good marks in your exam, may you win the match, may you get everything that you want. Okay, may you get first rank in this exam, in this test, in this competition. May you succeed in life, may you succeed in everything that you do. Okay, this is how we have to make sentences of expressing desire or a wish, or a formal wish. Okay, and for expressing a desire and a wish, when we make use of may, our sentences becomes rather formal. Okay, and what is the Hindi meaning that comes out? May you have a happy journey, may you get good marks in your exam, तुम्हारे अच्छे मार्क्स हैं, may you succeed in this competition, may you win the match, तुम मैच जीत जाओ, ऐसा हो कि तुम मैच जीत जाओ, may you live long, आप दीर्घायु हो. To express a wish or desire, this is how we have to make use of may. Okay, and that's how we frame sentences from may. Okay, clear? And the next use of may is possibility. Okay, this particular model may is also used for talking about possibility, but only in affirmative and negative sentences. Only in affirmative and only in affirmative sentences. Okay, we make use of this model may while talking about possibility only in affirmative sentences, not in interrogative and negative. Not in interrogative and negative. Okay, that's how we have to do. Okay, Okay, so what I told you that this model may is also used for expressing possibility. Okay, only in affirmative sentence, not in negative and interrogative. That's what we have to remember, that may is also used for talking about possibility. Like, it may rain today, my friend may visit me tomorrow, we may complete our work by 4:30 in the morning. Okay, and I may get good marks in the exam, we may win the race, we may win the match, win the competition. This is how we may frame sentences from the model may. Okay, while talking about possibilities, not in negative and interrogative sentences, but only in affirmative sentences. Okay, and now might is the past version of may. Okay, might is the past equivalent of may, and it is used for talking about less possibility of anything. Like, if I'm saying two sentences are there, like it may rain today, and the another one is it might rain today. What is the difference? Both the sentences are correct grammatically. Okay, but there is a minor difference between both the sentences. It may rain today means there is a greater possibility that it will rain, and what about it might rain today? Now the possibility has come down. Okay, now the possibility is comparatively lesser than may. Okay, lesser than may. This is how we have to make sentences. Okay, from might. Okay, I might win the race means I am hesitant enough whether I can win the race, win the match or not. That is why instead of may I'm making use of might. Okay, I might win the race, I might win the match, I might get good marks, it might rain tomorrow, my friend might visit me tomorrow, I might pass in the exam, I might help you out today, I might complete my work by 4:30. Okay, so when we make use of the model might, what happens? The possibility of any action, the possibility of any happening, of any work, okay, slightly comes down, slightly becomes less, okay, than the use of may, right? And a degree of dissatisfaction, in order to express dissatisfaction when I am not satisfied with anything. Okay, so we use the model might. Okay, like he might help me means I am not very much sure that he may help me out. That is why I am making use of the word might here. Okay, he might pass the exam, he might win the match. Okay, he might stand first in the exam means I am not very much sure, I have a little bit hesitation. Okay, so while talking about such sort of sentences, we make use of the model might. Okay, and the last one is there, as we came to know that might is the substitute of may. Okay, and this might is the past of may. Okay, and it is also the substitute of may in indirect narration. Okay, if in direct narration we have the sentences like he told me, I may help you. What about indirect sentences? Okay, when it will be converted into indirect speech, how the sentence will be read or will be spoken? He told me that he might help me out. Okay, so in indirect speech we replace the word may with might. Okay, like she told me I may stand first in the exam. If she told me that she might stand first in the exam. Okay, they told me you may get you may get a chance to work with us. Okay, they told me that I might get a chance to work with them. Means in indirect narration what happens, may is substituted with the word might. Okay, so it works here as a substitution of may. I hope it is clear where to use may and where to use might, and what is the difference between may and might. When sentences are spoken, sentences are framed or made, okay, using these two models, may or might, what is the difference and what is the meaning that comes out. Now the whole thing, entire thing is now clear. So that's it for this particular session, and see you next in my another video, okay, with some another topic. Thanks for watching. Thanks everybody, okay, for watching this video. I hope you all must have learned something about the use of may and might appropriately. Okay.